Here's your homework from Monday, 3/9/15, and I put all 4 problems on the first part of the video so that you could do all 4 problems and then turn the video on and check. There will be a secret message on the video. I do want you to listen and watch after you've done the homework on your own to check. So be sure to actually listen. Turn the video off now and try all 4 problems on your own. Number 1, I have side C here across from the right angle, and this is either A or B, and this is either A or B. So I'm going to use C squared minus, you can call this A or B, I'm going to call it A squared. And actually I'm calling this A squared, and this is going to be B squared, equals B squared. I'm going to change pen colors here. And C squared is 12. And A, I'm saying, is 3. And this I don't know. This is 144. You should have all 4 steps. And then when you do 144 minus 9, you're going to get 135. And 135 is equal to B squared. Don't drop the B squared yet. Remember that B squared is really the area of the square off of this side right here. I don't want to know that though. I want to know the side length, so I have to square root here and square root here. B equals the square root of 135, which is 11.618. I'm going to round it to just 11.6. Okay, number 2. By the way, I'm expecting that you have all 4 steps. Wyatt, I'm not expecting to see just this last one. And notice that I didn't drop B squared until I had square rooted it to get B. No credit if you dropped them, so fix it if you did. Okay, notice that I'm missing C this time, so then I'm going to have to use A squared plus B squared equals C squared to find that missing C. 6 squared plus 4 squared equals C squared. 36 plus 16 equals C squared. And 36 plus 16 is equal to 52. I'm going to come down here. 52 equals C squared. Notice it's still C squared, it's not C yet. Square root. The square root of C squared is C. And the square root of 52 is about 7.2. Okay? Number 3. On this one it said to find the length of the line that has endpoints negative 2, 4 and 6, 3. I'm going to write the endpoints this way because I need to find the slope of the line. Whatever the slope of the line is that has these endpoints will help me find the A and the B in A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So from 4 to 3, this has a rise of negative 1. And from negative 2 to 6, this has a rise of 8. So my slope of my line is negative 1/8, which I can write as 1 over 8 because, as you know, the slope of the line in this case is also the length of the legs of the triangle, and they have to be positive because you can't have negative length. So I know that I have a line with one leg that is 1 and the other leg that is 8, and I'm trying to find the hypotenuse. And so here this is 1 and this is 64. This is going to give me 65. Notice it stays C squared all the way down. And C is equal to whatever the square root of 65 is. And the square root of 65 is 8.1. It said 8.06 on my calculator. I rounded it to the nearest tenth, so I rounded that up. One more problem. Okay, this one is asking me to draw a line, that has a length of square root 20. So to do that, I have to figure out what two perfect squares can add up to 20. I'm just going to show you a quick picture. I know that this is 20, okay, and I need to find out what the rise and what the run are of a line so that the area of the triangle would be 20, because if the area is 20, the side length is square root 20. So I'm trying to figure out what perfect squares could add up to 20. Well, let's look at perfect squares. 1, 4, 9, 16, 20, and I don't need to go further than that because otherwise it would be too high. It can't be 1 and 20, and it can't be 9 and 16, but 4 and 16 do add up to 20. So in other words, I know that if I had a square off of here that was 16 and a square off of here that was 4, those two would add up to 20. But I don't want to know the area of the square here. I want to know this run length, so I know what this is. So this would be 4, because the square root of 16 is 4. And this would be 2, because the square root of 4 is 2. So in other words, if you had a line and it went, I'm going to put some grid paper on here for you. And it went up 2 and over 4, it would have a length of 20. So here I go, we'll just put a dot here, up 2 and over 1, 2, 3, 4. And this line has a length of 20. Now I'm going to prove it to you by using the Pythagorean theorem. So the leg here is 2, and the leg here is 4. 2 squared plus 4 squared equals c squared. 4 plus 16 equals c squared. 20 equals c squared. C, whoops, we square root that. Square root this equals square root of 20. Now I want you to study that and make sure that you can do those on your own when you're actually having to find the length. And you don't need to draw this picture. You just need to understand the picture and how I know that if the length I'm using is square root 20, then the area of the square off there is 20, and so I'm looking for perfect squares that add up to 20. My secret message is that Wyatt loves spiders, and I'm going to bring him some for lunch someday very soon, perhaps covered in chocolate. And I would like you to record the secret message at the top of your homework paper. Wyatt loves spiders, and I'm going to bring him some covered with chocolate so that I know you really did watch the video. Have a great night.